This week I am testing out the Joolca Gotta Go compostable toilet. This is the first time we've had 3 people in the van. I'm gonna give my mom a tour, and while I do that, I will have you along to see the upgrades I've made. First stop, the roof, the lights, the switch. Okay, this is the big switch. The one hanging on top, that's the P switch. Okay? Mom?
Got it.
Okay, a spray bottle. Gotta spray you. Gotta spray a dish. Spray. The piece de resistance. You might want to come over here, Mom, because you're gonna have to touch the toilet. And you're gonna need to know how to touch the toilet. This top one opens the toilet. Your pee goes in here. Okay?
Okay.
Your poop goes in here. When you need to poop, you gotta open this side tab. And a hole opens. So your poop can just slide right down. Okay? And when you're done pooping, and there's a second drawer. That's where your poop will live. That's where your pee will live. This is a spray bottle. Every time you go to the bathroom, it's like flushing. This is what the company calls a scraper. Both of these hang on the side. So if your shit gets stuck, you gotta scrape it into the toilet. So aim accordingly. Okay? Make sure it goes in the hole and that this is pulled out all the way. And then you spray it, you clean it. Make sure you didn't leave any doo-doo residue. Close it up. Doo-doo residue. I will handle changing that. If you poop, over here, you got some cedar shavings. These are your cedar shavings. After you poop, like a little gerbil, just grab some cedar, put it on top of your poo. Okay? You're making a poo pie. All right? You got toilet paper over here. You got a trash bag over here. If you need a bidet, I got that on standby too. All right. Do you want to know about the bidet, Mom?
Oh, Lord.
It's a Paneerial bottle.
Okay.
Clean your.
I wanted an adventure. I'm getting it.
If you get hot, I will probably be in control of this and keep it on all night. It's an on-off button, or I have the remote. Got the bug zapper up here. Obviously, there's 3 people in here. This is the shower curtain. This is my shower curtain. I brought it from home. Okay? When you're on this side of the street, you'll put one hook here, one hook here. Now, if
Divide the apartment.
yeah, Now, if we're on your side of the street,
you can't see me.
so you come over here, in between the wood and the headliner. There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Wow. That was a crazy exercise. That was it.
The past 2 days, we have been staying at the yoga barn in Ruston, Louisiana. And the reason we are here is because I got a tattoo.
I'm
tatted! I'm tatted!
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, I can't see. Right there.
The van does not need 30 amp, so she let us plug into her studio. The only issue I had is when she had guests here and like all the lights and stuff were on, I was getting like surge power, which kind of sucked. So it was like 2-3 hours without power after a long day with no power. This is the studio. The studio, she's got some like soft mats in here, a little heater. She taped up the doors so that way you wouldn't feel cold. I'm sure in the summer everything's open. Bunch of yoga supplies. Very nice to have. Today is not my yoga day though, so I am moving on. Today I have to clean the toilet. I don't have a lot of spare time when camping with my kiddo, and this time I'm camping with my mom as well, and it's kind of a full-time take care situation, so I don't have many moments where I can do things, and the toilet is gross, so I need some extra time to figure that out. The land is pretty cool. There's like a little area to brush your teeth. We haven't really used this sink. We've just been doing it in the van. Ooh, my hair's looking crazy today. Ain't nobody saying nothing? I guess it's nice to have a mirror in the middle of the woods. Floofy hair. Little bench. This dye pattern is super cool. There's just random stuff like that though. It's kind of strange. Like, why is there a saw here and a hammer? I guess maybe it leans into the rustic style. There's like a wrench down here. And then on the other side of this building, past the spider eggs, through this curtain, is the shower. We've got the propane on the opposite side, the propane heater, the shower head, instructions, and some complimentary shampoo and soap. So yeah, when I was in here, a daddy longleg was trying to attack me, which was very out of character for them. Nice bench to put all your stuff on. And then you can choose to watch through what possibly has spider webs. You can see the fire pit right there. Or you can go the long way, which is what I choose to do, because this seems like the perfect area for spider webs and ticks. The owner is down the hill right there. Where we parked was a generous thing that the owner did. She normally has people park over here, and there's 4 spots. I needed power, so she was nice enough to allow it, but 1 spot there, and there's firewood and an axe, a bench, the bathroom, water fill-up station, and then the fire pit, which we did use, spot 2, and then spot 3 and 4 are just kind of over here. I'm sure there's numbers, but with the shadows right now, I can't really see them. But this is the bathroom. There's a little trail back here. This is the bathroom. So I've chose to use my own bathroom. I'm just not with the spiders. Like, there's a spider web right here. This is the bathroom. So I'm gonna come and dump our pee in here. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is that? Holy shit. Maybe I won't. I will, but I'm gonna be a little nervous when I do it. That's a big spidey. Ugh. Okay, so I got the Joolca toilet, and I don't have gloves. I've got paper towels. The pee definitely needs to be changed. There's been 2 poops in here. So 2 people have pooped in here. The first poop, it stunk for 2 days, even though I put cedar chips in. The second poop, it didn't smell as bad, but I just want to get everything out of here. The only thing I really don't like about this toilet is inside the toilet, like where you pee or where you poop, it's like it's sprayed with Rain-X and everything just kind of beads, all the liquid. So then when you tilt it back, all this liquid kind of just starts dripping everywhere. The first couple times we peed in this, we had leaks, and there's definitely a leak right now. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna lift it and take it outside. So it's supposed to be an easy pop, lift, and twist. And it tightens the poop. And then, yep, I don't see nothing. So I'll just yank, and that blue bit comes off. Oh, there's drips. That's gross. No drips on my hand. There's drips. What? I'm not sure. So, and then I can just Ziploc this close. Apparently, Joolca says that you can poop in this thing 25 times. I don't know how I feel about that. That seems kind of yucky ducky for me. The pee I leave for like 2 days. I don't let it get super full because I don't want it to spill a lot. But this is our upgraded bathroom situation. It could be in the van or outside of the van. And here's a word from the sponsors. Speaking of pooping outdoors, it's time to interrupt this week's episode. I am this week's sponsor. I have made the We Could Be Pooping in the Woods sticker to help support my next camping adventure. Everybody see that spider?
Ew.
Yeah, so you stay out here, Tino. Ugh. Okay, can you see me in the... All right. Eek! It is a composting toilet. It's just a bucket in here. They have a lot of cedar shavings in here. So with the Joolca toilet, it's like every time we're peeing, the pee's coming down here and pooling at the bottom. And even when I was just pouring it, there was like driplets there. So I don't know, maybe I have to get in contact with the company. This is the second batch of toilets they've made. So maybe there's still some things they're ironing out. So I'm just gonna try to rinse this out because I don't want the pee particles to build up and start calcifying and all that stuff. Shake it and dub it. So I've done what I can to clean this thing out. Mom just asked me the question if this is worse than the bucket toilet. And if I'm being honest, I think so. With the bucket toilet, I was able to just twist and throw it in the trash. With this, I have to find somewhere to dump the pee. It's spilling. The other one wasn't spilling. Maybe there was some condensation, but that was about it. So I don't know. I bought this because it maybe would have been easier, but I'm leaning not easy right now. What you're supposed to do is just wrap this over. This little clicky click piece, it's like a Lego. You put it on the underside of the bag. So you click it into this inset. You wrap the bag around it. You click the bag in place. Push. You click these metal pieces, and that holds everything in place. And then the toilet, to open, to poop, is like that. One thing I do have to say is this little piece, I'm not entirely sure what it's for, but it keeps falling off and it's kind of annoying. This is our pee jug. This is a cap that I guess maybe I should be using while we're driving, and it seals it. And then this is the cap that allows the pee to get through. And it's got the same seal, so I don't know why it's not working. But this is the issue that I'm having. So that's as tight as it goes, but it's plastic. So if I keep turning, it's gonna get stripped and it'll make like that clicking sound that it typically makes when you twist plastic too much. So do you see all those water droplets? That's what I was talking about, that it just, the water stays there. So when you tilt it back to clean it, water just starts running down here. Maybe you can see that droplet, which is why I put a towel there for temporarily while I was changing it. I know you saw my facial expression. After all that stress, I believe we deserve some relaxation. With the van in order, it's time to soak in some nature. We've driven up into Arkansas, and we're staying at a cabin Airbnb, and this is right across the street from it. This is Greer's Ferry Lake and Quam Owen. Look at this. As fun as these last couple of days have been, it has been a lot of work. Anyway, just to recap. This lake used to be called the Red River, and there used to be a bunch of towns and farmlands all up in this space. Kept getting flooded, so then the city decided to flood them completely. They built a dam, and there's rumor that some of the city remnants are still at the bottom. And then there's also a lake monster. Insert the picture.
There's a peppermint. Can I walk around?
Okay, I've been home for a day and I'm trying to unpack this toilet, and I've got some thoughts. I emailed the company and they said where the leak is happening, that they can send me a thicker rubber seal, or I could try reinstalling. The lid coming off, that was a big issue for me. Apparently I can adjust that. And the third thing I was experiencing is under the toilet seat, the pads that were installed looked like they were just installed with a little bit of hot glue. They were coming off. Their recommendation was just to find a other plastic adhesive. They gave me examples. Keji super glue, Super X black cap, Selly's glass, 100% silicone. So it looks like even when I sent my initial support email, they had an influx of support emails and I got an automated one, but they answered within 8 hours. Seems like they're really trying to bring people on board to troubleshoot everything. This is the first toilet they've made, so this is, I think, maybe expected. For the price point, I think I'm going to keep it. It's a little bit more luxurious than a camping bucket, so I will be keeping it. But it is kind of just one of those things. It's like, oh, I was really hoping I wouldn't have pee spilling, so it's just something I have to work around. The condensation that comes with the pee, it just is what it is. You know, same thing happens with a camping bucket toilet. The condensation gets on the top lid of the pee, doesn't get absorbed. So I technically still have, I think, 15 days to kind of sort out whether I want to return it or not. I'm going to keep it. Just, it's a lot of workarounds for $300, just under $300. I was really hoping for a more positive experience. If you stayed this far, thanks for watching. It's been one hell of a trip. I'm exhausted. I didn't 100% know what this video was going to be in the beginning, but I'm glad it turned into a toilet review. Pretty on brand for me.